What should I do? Well, you know what? Elvis Presley's guitar, pianist, right? I was doing a performance, and he played with Elvis Presley, and his name was Gary. I don't know if he was a regular or what, but he was, God rest his soul. He talked to me behind stage, and I was 15 at the time, 14 or 15, and about ready to go out on a catwalk and play for a sold out crowd. It was just a small 1,000-seat venue. And I was so nervous, like he could see that I was nervous physically, and my palms were sweaty, and all I could imagine was I was going out there on the stage. It was a solo performance similar to what you were going to do. And he could see, all I could think of was my palms are sweaty, they're going to stick to the guitar. So that's why I always carry around a cloth, right? I always have a cloth, and I always wipe my hands and I don't wipe them on all over my clothes because I don't want people to think I'm a slob, when in reality I might really actually be a legitimate slob. But I want to keep my strings clean all the time. I want to do this. I want to keep my strings free of debris and free of extra oils. And then I'll have my, kind of like, if I need to, wipe my fingers down. But I really like to keep the guitar neck super clean. I don't use the finger ease or any of the spray-on grease or whatever, oils or whatever. I don't do any of that stuff. And I could, I probably could. But Gary could see that I was ready to just kind of vomit. And he came up and he tapped me on the back. And I said, hey, how's it going? And he said, I know what you're going through and I understand what you feel. And I said, wow, this is a dude who's done countless musical high-level performances, and he's sort of like a mentor of mine. And I thought, and he actually played with the King, with Elvis Presley. So I'm thinking, well, maybe I should listen to what he had to say. And he said, Jason, all I'm gonna every time I feel like that, my hands he told me everything that I was going through. He said, I start thinking about the audience and what they're going to think about me and how I look and all, what am I sitting up correctly? Is my posture good? And my hands are so sweaty and they're going to stick to the piano keys. And I'm thinking, wow, you're talking my language, Gary. And he said, the one thing that I do is I do these things called cleansing breaths. And it works like a charm every time. And so I learned how to do this early on. And this was a game changer for me. This was a game changer for any professional that whether they're playing basketball, shooting like 3-point or penalty shots. If you're a sniper, you're a whatever it is. This was the thing that changed my life. It was the It was the cleansing breath. And so he taught me right then and there how to breathe in